Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. So let's go ahead and talk about the recent changes in Dark and Darker. If you remember, Ironmace made that pretty bold move to combine solos, duos, trios into one chaotic dungeon experience, and now they've walked most of that back with a few adjustments. So solos are back in Goblin Caves, Frost Mountain is now for duos, and Castle is trios. So to their credit, they did listen to some of the community feedback, which I'm happy about. A lot of players had been asking for something like this. What surprises me is that when SDF does bring up these kinds of ideas in the SDF's kitchen lab, they often get met with strong pushback, but then those changes go through anyway. And when the community responds negatively with a significant player drop-off, we see a reversal not a long time after. Probably less than a month, I would say. Now, most of the old mechanics are back. Random modifiers, limb modifiers, minus the 200% headshot one, unbreakable doors, the circle is back, the swarm is here. It's essentially a rollback of most of the post-semi-wipe changes. So folks, instead of adding content, they remove content and then they add it back, giving us the illusion that there is content now. As critical as I've been of Ironmace lately, I do genuinely want them to succeed. I mean, Dark and Darker is my favorite game of all time, and I know I'm not alone in that, but I think there's a real pattern here of making the same kinds of missteps repeatedly. It's not about being perfect. I mean, mistakes happen, but repeated trial and error at this scale can really alienate even the most loyal fans. One thing that I think they can help a lot, and I've mentioned this before, is a polling system. If SDF wants to propose removing solos, for an example, give the community a chance to vote. If a vast majority of the player base disagrees, so maybe don't implement it. I mean, RuneScape has a system like this, and it's helped them build a strong, loyal player base. It's a huge reason why they're massively successful. At the end of the day, it's your game, it's your vision, but the players are like the lifeblood. If 80% of your community leaves after a patch, that's not just about creative direction. It affects revenue, trust, and long-term sustainability. But interestingly enough, the announcement of the DLC and seasonal pass extension happened right alongside this big reversal patch. So it kind of raises questions. Are these changes about genuinely listening, or are they a response to player loss and financial pressure? Regardless of the intent, I'll give credit where it's due. This last patch is a step in the right direction. It's rare for dev teams to admit when something didn't work, and while it took time and player loss, they did it course correct. I really hope when the new map comes out, though, solos, duos, and trios can all play. I hope it's solo available. You guys know how much I love solos. People have been asking why I keep making these videos, and it's because this is actually what's going on in the Dark and Darker space right now. Build videos do not hit like they used to, and the numbers really truly show that people are focused on whether the game can bounce back or not, or they just want to hate on the game entirely. I'm also just still waiting for something new to hook me. Every game that I was looking forward to either has delayed or canceled their playtests. Sand, I was really looking forward to play Sand, but they delayed it completely. Midnight Walkers, no longer playtest is available, as well as Crosswind Alpha, no longer available. Sword Eye is no longer accepting playtest participants, so the player base is pretty much dead. We're still waiting for Hunger and Arc Raiders, so I do intend to play more games, but this is just where I'm at right now, and I can tolerate Dark and Darker personally, and you guys still show up every time I stream, and it's a sincere pleasure. And regardless, I'm just grateful to see you guys there, to have you guys still there. So as long as you guys keep showing up, I'm gonna still play, man. So will this patch be enough to turn things around? I really am not sure. The population dip is real and measurable. Maybe some players will return to check some things out, but unless the bigger issue, the vision and direction, is addressed, it feels like we could be right back here in another month. He tried his vision for a month, reverted it entirely. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, they really need to start, pulling through. They really need to start being more in touch, I would say. They're very out of touch developers. That said, this update proves that the community's voice does matter. So a lot of people, what they ask for is now back in the game. So guys, feedback matters, man, and community pressure made a difference. So that's why I still make these videos. Keep speaking up, keep watching. We're all gonna find out what's gonna go on. And with that court case coming up in August, things are only gonna get more interesting. I mean, this game, there's a potential that this game will no longer exist. So that's a pretty scary thought. But at the same time, life and death, things happen. There's always going to be a revival of something better out there. There's always going to be new experiences to be had. At any rate, I am sincerely grateful to be here. Thank you all for sticking around. And let's go ahead and shift over on to Dark and Darker together. Let's go ahead and check out the changes. All right, so the very first thing that I'm noticing is that there's no longer 6 true damage on the unique Frost Amulet. It's now 5. It's back to normal. So you remember when the true physical damage was 4 for the Frost Amulet? Well, they reverted it. They went ahead and just reverted it back to 3 true damage for an epic. There you go. So Goblin Caves is exclusively solos now. And then when you click over to the Frost Mountain, it's exclusively duos. And then the Forgotten Castle is exclusively trios. But adventure mode for all modes will be trios. A player count check didn't seem like it changed too much. Not at all. 2,000 and 2,000, around 4,000. This is on a Friday at 5 p.m. So, I mean, people probably will not return until next wipe. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. So the circle is back. You can no longer request to join a party in solos. So let's go ahead and head on over to major point of interest, which is the troll, and see if we can get any PvP. Go ahead and skip all the mobs. And here we are. So I guess I'll just start doing troll. Wait, I already see a player. And got no gear. Got a dead guy right there. Got somebody in this room. Sorcerer, I think. He's got to be 1 HP, 100%. Oh yeah, can we break doors? Yep, so you can't break doors anymore. That changed the left real fast. See if you can take this guy down. Alright, we know the sorcerer. Good to fight, partner. Let's see what he's got. Got a couple of legendaries. Looking okay. I mean, nothing too crazy. Got a crystal sword. Oh, that's a warlock. Oh, there's another player over there. It's gonna be hard to kill this guy because he's real tanky. Holy hell. God damn it. Overall, from those first few games, the lobby does feel populated. I found fights within the first minute or two, maybe even 3 minutes. Felt pretty good, at least for solos. I haven't dabbled into duos or trios yet. But go ahead and comment below if you guys do end up trying the duos or trios mode. Let me know how that goes. So far, it's a step in the right direction, but these were already things that we had before, and they just got taken away, and then they just got brought back again. And now that Goblin Caves is just like exclusively solo, you're gonna find so many more players in there. And for me, that's great. But the population of duos and trios, I'm not entirely sure. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this next wipe is gonna be sick.